Very pretty.
And I'll sing it out.
Yeah.
How are you?
Get her like the word corrections. Okay. Or you might. Good. Sorry.
Hi. Hi, everybody. Before we waiting very patiently this afternoon to meet Madonna.
This is Lola, my daughter. She's almost 8. Yeah, going into what grade? 3rd. Oh my God. And I'm her mom. And we've come to read you my new book. Now, probably most of you know me as a singer, but I have other jobs, and one of them is to write children's books. Now, I'm not sure if you've heard of the English Roses. Has anyone heard of the English Roses? Oh, well, you're really missing out, okay? And you will hear about them. Anyways, that was my first book, and this is the 3rd book, and it's called Yakov and the Seven Thieves. But there's just one little problem, and that is that I have a lot of concerts I have to do, so my throat is a bit sore, and I'm supposed to actually not be talking very much because I have a concert tomorrow. So Lola has volunteered to read the story to you. So should we just get started, or should I give you a little an idea of what the story's about?
That would be great.
Okay, well, I'll just read the inside flap then. It says, This book was inspired by the Baal Shem Tov, a great teacher who lived in the Ukraine in the 18th century. It is a story about how all of us have the ability to unlock the gates of heaven, no matter how unworthy we think we are. For when we go against our selfish nature, we make miracles happen in our lives and in the lives of others. We must never forget that hidden behind a large amount of darkness is a large amount of light. Okay? So that's the clue. This is actually a lot more fun than that. So, and I've also dedicated this book to naughty children everywhere. So that means all of you. Okay, so now I'm just going to sit down. Okay? And take your time. We've rehearsed. And if you guys can't hear, just let us know, okay? Is everybody ready? Yes, you're all so quiet.
Yakov and the Seven Thieves by Madonna. Once upon a time, in a very small village, tucked away between 2 mountains, there lived a cobbler named Yakov. From the window of his workshop, he would marvel at the nature beauty surrounding him, the magical forest of crystal clear streams,
Slow down.
and the majestic snow-capped mountains that rose before him in the distance. Yakov had a young son named Mikhail, who was so ill that he could not leave his bed, and so weak that he could neither move nor speak. Yakov and his wife, Olga, had spent the last year speaking to doctors and searching for a cure, but their son's illness remained a mystery. Yakov realized that it was time to take matters into his own hands.
That's Yakov,
This is Yakov.
cobbler. Everyone wants to see. He's losing his hair, as you can see. Okay.
He knelt at the side of his son's bed, wiping the sweat from his brow. He heard him saying, "Do not worry, my son. You will see everything will be fine." Mikhail was so sick to respond, the boy's mother looked up, tears in her eyes, and left the room quickly so their son would not see her cry. Yakov followed his wife out of the room and found her standing behind the door weeping. "We must not give up so easily," he said, wiping the tears from her face. Olga could not bear to see her son suffer any longer. "He is leaving this world," she said with great sadness in his voice. "I can see it in his eyes." Yakov knew there was truth in what she said, but he was not prepared to give up yet. "He's a strong boy," offered Yakov. "Strength will not help him. Only a miracle can save him now," responded his wife. She was right. "We must go and seek advice from the wise old man who lives in the last house at the edge of the village," pleaded Olga. "People say that he speaks to angels and he can perform miracles."
And that's a picture of Michal in the bed with his mom and dad. Do you want Lola to sit closer? Is that better? Sit closer. Sit.
But we do not know him, answered Yakov. Knock on his door and offer him money, cried Olga. He will have mercy when he learns that Mikhail is our only child. So Yakov gathered all the money that he had in the world and set off to see the wise old man who lived at the last house at the edge of the village. When Yakov arrived, he knocked on the door, which was opened by a small boy not much older than Mikhail. Hello, said the boy with big green eyes. I'm Pavel. Hello, Pavel. Is your father in? Asked Yakov. No, but my grandfather's in, answered Pavel. Whom shall I say is calling? I'm Yakov the cobbler, he replied. He does not know me, but it is urgent that I speak to him. A kind voice could be heard over Pavel's shoulder. Come in, Yakov, and share some of my fresh dates, said the old man. Yakov was relieved to see that the old man's face was as gentle as his voice, and he took off his hat and went inside. The old man could hear the worry in Yakov's voice and tried to put him at ease. Please sit down and tell me what to serve you.
What's that a picture of?
This is a picture of the wise old man and his grandson. Yakov sat down in a comfortable chair and told the wise old man all about his only son, how sick he was, how they had searched with any success without any success for a cure, and how he could sense the angel of death hovering above his son's bed. After Yakov finished, the old man closed his eyes and said nothing. Yakov did not move or breathe. He just waited with hope in his heart. After a few moments, the old man said, I will see what I can do. I'm not rich, said Yakov. Even so, everything I have is yours, and I'm happy to give it to you. Yakov opened his leather bag of coins and notes, but the old man put out his hands to stop Yakov's offer. That will not be offer. That will not be necessary, said the old man. But if I am successful, my grandson Pavel could do with a new pair of shoes. Thank you so very much, Yakov exclaimed. The old man could see that Yakov was still overcome with worry and sadness. He tried again to reassure him. I will pray tonight and see what the angels have to say. Now go home and try to get some rest. We will speak in the morning. See, this is the angel of death.
Who is soon going to leave. Is everybody with us so far?
Yeah. Okay. The next day, Yakov returned with hope and anticipation to the house of the wise old man. I can see that you have not slept, said the old man as he greeted Yakov at the door. I'm afraid today might be the last day my son will spend on this earth, Yakov said, wringing his hands. Did you pray for him last night? Yes, replied the old man. Come and sit down. I did pray for Mikhail last night, and what I have to say will not rest easy with you. Yakov's eyes welled up with tears. Tell me what you know, he sobbed. The old man took off hold of Yakov's worn hands and said, my prayers reached the gates of heaven last night, but unfortunately the gates were locked, and I am afraid there's nothing I can do to save your son. This cannot be, replied Yakov. Mikhail is so young, and he's our only child. My wife, Olga, will be devastated. I am deeply sorry, said the old man, but I do not have the powers to unlock the gate. Poor Yakov was so upset he could do nothing but sit and cry. The wise old man felt Yakov's pain, but could do little to console him. He scratched his beard and thought for a while. Finally, he spoke. I too had an only son who was my pride and joy. I am very blessed because he lived long enough to give me a grandson. Let me try one more time this evening. I cannot promise anything, but I'll come back tomorrow and see what I can do. Yakov felt a glimmer of hope again. He stopped crying and said, I will never forget this. If you can find a way to save my son, I will be forever in your debt.
Okay.
Oh. Yakov left the house, the old man called his grandson to his side and made a very strange request. I want you to go into town and find all the thieves, pickpockets, and criminals who live there. Then I want you to bring them to me. The worse they are, the better. Pavel's big green eyes grew even bigger and bigger. But grandfather, he said, isn't that dangerous? The wise old man put his hand on his heart and said, you must trust me. So Pavel went into the town and gathered all the thieves and pickpockets he could find. He was surprised by how easy it was to locate them and how willing they were to come with him. Even they had heard of the wise old man who lived in the very last house at the edge of the village. They too had heard that he could speak to angels. And for that very reason, they had never bothered him. When the thieves arrived at the house, the old man invited them in and offered them drinks and places to sit. He went around the room and asked them their names and what they specialized in. These are the thieves.
These are the bad guys. And one bad girl, right?
Okay. Vladimir the villain spoke first, was big and fat and hairy. He claimed that he could bend metal with his bare hands and punch holes through walls made of stone. Then spoke Sadko the snake. Sadko the snake. He was thin as a stick and sharp as a rake. There wasn't a lock he couldn't pick or a jewel he wouldn't take. There was Boris the barefoot midget. He liked to run through streets, snatching old ladies' handbags and small children's toys, which he got for himself. But he was afraid of the dark, you see, so he only started during the day. And stole during the day. And Stinky Pasha, who specialized in taking other people's horses and sheep without caring for them. Eventually, he started to smell like them. Horses and sheep, that is. Here's Vladimir the villain. Here's Sadko the snake. And here's Boris the barefoot midget. Here's Stinky Pasha. Next in line was Petra the pickpocket. She dressed like a boy, but in fact was a very naughty little girl. She loved to tell long, made-up stories about what terrible things that never really happened. While the listeners held spellbound by her fibs, Petra would sneak into their pockets with her long, spidery fingers and take whatever she could find. Her fingers were everywhere. They were not supposed to be, especially in her nose. Then there was Ivan the arsonist, who had a
Does
wooden
everybody
leg.
know what an arsonist is? The person that likes to start fires.
Who had a wooden leg and liked to set fire to barns and cornfields and sometimes accidentally his own legs. And last but not least, there was Igor the tiger, who didn't live up to his name, and
whose worst crime?
whose worst time in life was that he sat all day doing absolutely nothing. See, this is Petra the pickpocket, and this is Ivan, and this is Igor the tiger. There were 7 slippery scoundrels, and they entertained each other for a while with their boasting and their bragging, and finally the old man spoke. I have invited you from my home for a very special reason. I would like you all to pray with me. The thieves look at one another and laugh uproariously, except for Boris the barefoot midget, who was staring longingly at Pavel's sandals until Ivan the arsonist kicked him in the shin with his wooden leg. Ow! Shouted Boris, you hurt me! That was not very nice. Show some respect, short stuff, or I will set your toes on fire, growled Ivan. When they all had finished belching and farting and behaving like twits, they grew very quiet. I could see that the old man was serious and something about him commanded their respect. I have asked you all for a very precise purpose. Yakov the cobbler's son is very, very sick. He might make it through the night, and he needs your help. I would like you all to pray for him. The old man looked around the room into each of their eyes. They were spellbound by this mysterious old man who could talk to angels. Was he a wizard? Could he make miracles happen? Did he have magical powers? No one knew for sure. In any case, that did not matter, because even though they were a couple of sandwiches short for a picnic, they could tell that the old man was sincere. And then something very peculiar happened. They all closed their eyes and bowed their heads in prayer.
This is what really bad guys look like when they're praying. Actually, there's a better picture. That's that picture. We'll give you all a book afterwards so you can really look at the pictures.
The next day, as soon as the sun came up, there was a lot of banging on the old man's door. I'm coming, yawned Pavel, stumbling out of bed and rubbing his eyes. The old man was right behind him. They opened the door, and there stood Yakov. He did not need to say a single word, because his joyful face told the whole story. I can tell that you have brought me good news, said the old man. How wonderful it is to see you smile. Thank you. How can I ever repay you, he exclaimed Yakov. My son has never looked better. It is as though he had not been sick at all. My wife and I are overjoyed and forever grateful. It is a miracle. A miracle has taken place. Yes, indeed, said the old man. Now go home and rest. You have not slept in days. Yakov knelt down and gently kissed the old man's hand. Then he presented Pavel with a beautiful pair of green shoes that matched the boy's eyes. And before Pavel could say thank you, Yakov danced away down the road.
That's the son, who's all better now, with his mom and dad. It's almost done.
The old man was about to go back to bed when Pavel stopped him and asked, how can this be, grandfather? You are so good and honest and pure, and the people who I brought back yesterday were cheats and liars and thieves.
Cheats and
Liars and thieves. The opposite of you. You could not have asked better for people.
No, slow down.
Could you not have asked better people back to our home to pray with you and help you unlock the gates of heaven? It was a good question. The old man looked at Pavel with a twinkle in his eyes and said, sit down and I will explain to you. When I prayed on the first night for Yakov's son reached the gate, when I reached the gates of heaven, but they were locked shut, and there was nothing I could do. Yakov's heart was broken, and I felt his pain. How could I give up? Suddenly, a thought came to me, and I asked you to round up all the rascals and thieves in the village and bring them to our home to pray with me. Oh. And then what happened? Asked Pavel, who was so confused. How did you unlock the gate? And then what happened? Asked Pavel, who was still confused. How do you unlock the gates? The old man smiled his biggest smile and said, when I prayed the second time, I had a band of thieves to assist me. A good thief knows how to break in and enter, my dear Pavel. But this time they did with prayers, and their prayers provided the key of opening the gates to thieves. The thieves represented all the things in us that are bad, wrong, or selfish, parts that we need to change to be happy. When we want to make miracles happen, we have to recognize and acknowledge our bad traits. And when we turn away from our naughty behavior and embrace good deeds as the thieves, their prayers, we're all turning the key we are turning the key and unlocking the gates of heaven, and then we can receive blessings of fortune. Oh, I see, said Pavel, finally understanding. The wise old man stood up and looked down at his grandson's bare feet. Now go try on your new shoes. I'm going to get some rest. Suddenly there was a loud knock at the door. Pavel jumped to open it, but he did not see anyone. Yoo-hoo! Down here! Said someone with a very gruff voice. Pavel looked down and there was Boris the barefoot midget with a guilty look on his face. I think these belong to you, said Boris from behind his he produced, and from behind his back he produced a pair of worn sandals. I accidentally took them from your house last night. They must have fallen into my pocket, and I don't really need them, so please accept my apology. I accept your apology, but you can keep them, replied Pavel, looking down at his new green shoes. I won't be needing them anymore. Boris felt shy. He stepped into the sandals and said, thank you, for the first time in his life, and scurried down the road. Pavel laughed as he watched him go.
That's Pavel. Those are his new green shoes. That's Boris the barefoot midget who stole his sandals.
Boris.
Can I say that? Boris?
Just Boris.
Oh, Boris. It's your turn to correct me. That's Boris the barefoot midget saying thank you for the first time in his life. And that's the end. So, does anybody want to look at this book? Or does anybody have any questions? Anything you don't get, don't understand? Anything you want to know about the book, the story? No? Are you all being very shy right now? Go ahead. Oh, you want to sing a song? Oh, fantastic. All right. What song is it? What? Oh, okay, great. All right. Okay. Is that where you're from? You're from Malta. I've been there. It's a nice place. Well, I've sort of been all over the place. Yeah.
Just like a butterfly, my wings can take me high to touch your piece of skies. Don't let the fly away, play cool or run away. I choose to hold your line. More than one night, you were everything and nothing in one. What do you mean? Just look for a girl and you know what I'm inside. I disagree, I just can't understand this anymore. What we have in common, on again, off again, like the rhythm of flames. We lean to the side, find and enter the scale. Such wonderful time, many natural highs. Love is a flame that we can never take, on again, off again.
Woo! Good job. Very good. I've got competition. You did a good job.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah. Anybody else have a song they want to sing for me? Okay. Well, I guess we have other people to visit then. Right? Should we give everyone books? Yeah. They already have books. Yeah. Would everyone like a book? Yes? Why don't you guys decide which ones you want. Let's take out Mr. Peabody. Yeah. And we have Yakov. Siobhan, come and help us. I'm going to hand out Yakov.
Do you like Yakov?
Anybody want red or English roses?
Okay, these are stuck together.
The one she read?
Who wants the one I read? Will you read here? Okay, so I got
Nicole, what would you like? English rose. I've got Yakov.
Anybody else want one of these?
Mom, they're in here.
You're in the way. Down this one.
Do you like a box with her? Yeah.
You're in the way.
What would you like? Would you like Mr. Peabody's apples? That's a good boy book. This is good for here. There's one.
You go so
Oh, you got it. Yeah.
Janet.
Yeah, but let me pass them all out. Hi, baseball. Anybody? Oh, yeah, yeah.
But this one, extra roses?
Yakov. Or Yakov.
What would you like? Anybody else? Are we good?
Here you go.
How about you want the other ones you just read?
Yeah.
Peabody? One second. There's some going around. Just give us a second. What would you like?
What you put the signature on?
Later. It'll open a can. Oh. Thank you. Oh, okay.
There you go. Everybody got a
She got all of them.
Yeah, we go.
You want one?
Get out and I'll get you. Sit on the grass.
You want a white book? Okay.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, very good.
It's more nerve-wracking than doing my own show.
Okay. You were very good. You were very good.
Not bad for all those big words.
Gina.
Thanks very much.
Sorry, excuse me.
No pictures, no cameras, no
Close the bonnet.
Archie, call your mum to come pick you up this way.
more time.
Just one more time.
Maria Munro and I'm 9 years old.
There you go. Right, thanks.
Well done. Don't chin.
We'll just have to do it.
Get my name on Ricky.
Is that all right, Maria?
How's that? Is that all right?
Okay.
All right.
And just looking at Catherine here.
Maria, very nice to meet you. How did you enjoy listening to Madonna?
I enjoyed it so much.
Are you a fan of hers?
Yes.
What do you like about her?
Well, like her songs and
What? Now you got up and were very brave and sang a song. Why did you want to do that?
well, I just wanted to show her that not only her is that I'm very good. I'm very good at these things.
You're as talented as her. She needs to watch out, doesn't she? Would you like to be a pop star like her?
Yeah.
What was the song that you sang?
On again, off again.
And why did you sing that?
Because it's the only song I know. It's the most beautiful song I heard.
Were you
Number 2 song I heard.
And how nervous were you standing next to such a big superstar like that?
I'm very nervous. Very nervous.
What was going through your mind?
Well,
Did you enjoy it?
yeah, I enjoyed it.
Great. Okay. Well, that's great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just running just a little bit lower.
Bit alone? Okay. Nicole, very nice to meet you. Would you mind just saying your name and how old you are?
Nicole, and I'm 12 years old.
Okay. How did you enjoy listening to Madonna and watching Madonna? Did you enjoy the story? Are you a fan of Madonna? What do you like about her?
I like her music.
What's your favourite song?
I'm not sure.
How did you think her little daughter was reading the book? Did you think she read quite well? Were you interested in the story? Okay. Have you read her books? Do you like her books?
I haven't read her books.
Do you think you will now? Yeah. Why? How big a fan have you been of Madonna? How long? Have you always liked her? Can you explain what you like about her?
She's pretty.
She's been around for a long time, hasn't she? Have you got a favourite song? No. Okay. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the reading today, and thank you for talking to me. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Great. Well, that's good. You got 2 books.
Yeah.
The takings were good today.
Sorry about that.
Three.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much.